Welcome to Claman on Call. The markets may be closed, but I am always on call for you. It was kind of interesting trade today. The markets closed at the lows of the session. The major indices closing down as the Dow Jones Industrials dropped 178 points. You can see the S&P 500 down 15, the Russell losing 11 points. Well, the Dow, for its part, falling below 18,000 for the first time in a week. Today's losses have caused the Dow and the S&P to go negative for at least the week. Not the month, but for the week. To give you some texture, 29 of the 30 Dow stocks closed lower, with Apple the sole Dow gainer. It closed up just under 1 point. So today's market pullback comes as fears grow there may not be a deal in Greece. Remember yesterday we said there might be a deal? Well, the finance ministers in Europe have not signed off on that. That colored our markets red. And how will it impact our markets if the Greeks don't meet the deadline to pay back a big debt to the International Monetary Fund? Let us bring back our trader, Dan Stesic. He's in the pits of the CME. I hate to pin everything on Greece, but it's what moved our markets yesterday and today.
It's most definitely Greece. Actually, the day before that, too, we saw some nice rally coming into the market based on the hopes of a Greek deal. And when we saw that it wasn't happening, I'm actually surprised it took so long for the market to hit, because early in the morning we knew there were problems, and the market really wasn't ticking down much towards the end of the day. That accelerated. And Greece is a big deal in the short term. We're going to have to pay attention to what goes on there. There's going to be a lot of negotiating going on tonight, so let's look tomorrow to see what type of clues they provide us.
Yeah, I don't know. And I looked at that and you started to see reaction in the Treasury market where there was a little bit of a flight to quality. I'm just wondering if we see that tomorrow as we get closer to the end of the week.
Well, if it looks dire like it has today, I think you will see it. And I'm a little surprised that Treasuries reacted just the little bit that they did. And even gold today, gold was down. I would have expected that to be up a bit. So if we see some more negative news, look for the 10-year Treasury yield to pick up and gold to pick up as well.
We shall. Dan, thank you so much. Dan Stesic. So the star stock of the day was Netflix. Netflix hit highs of more than $706 per share intraday. This in the wake of last night's announcement of a 7-for-1 stock split. Shares of Netflix falling after early gains. Did close the session at $678.61, down $2.58. The stock is actually trading slightly higher in after hours. Now, just after the stock hit those highs, activist investor Carl Icahn tweeted that he's out. He sold his remaining 1.4 million shares, reaping $874 million in gains. He even said in his tweet he thinks Apple is the next Netflix when it comes to those types of gains. Is the U.S. economy growing? Well, not exactly, but the picture is better than expected. The Commerce Department out today with the revised number for first quarter GDP. Turns out the economy contracted 0.2%, which is actually less than the previous estimate of 0.7%. The revision shows that consumer spending was stronger than previously estimated. Here's what's on the docket for tomorrow. We have initial jobless claims. They always come out on Thursdays, 8:30 a.m. Eastern. Fox Business will have it. And be sure to check out all of today's interviews on lizclaman.com. I will see you right back here, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. I need you for the whole hour, so I'll see you on Countdown to the Closing Bell. Have a great night.